Welcome back to the breakdown. Luke here once again to dive into this time Anker's charging station. Now I've reviewed similar charging stations to this that actually looked very similar from Anker with similar features. This one has a higher wattage, and we'll tell you why you may want to consider getting this one over older models. Now first, a few disclaimers. This was not a review unit. I did buy it with my own money to give you a review here. I've tested this out with multiple devices. I'll talk about that in a minute, but if I happen to not answer a question you may have, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll do my best to answer it in the comments down below. Lastly, pricing on this changes so rapidly. I hate to have a price and have it be wrong. If you want to see current pricing, I'll put a link to this on Amazon in the first pinned comment and in the show notes down below. Lastly, if you want to help us out, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. With that said, let's start off with taking a look at the actual power charger station itself. Now it's pretty standard, 2 USB-Cs, 2 regular USBs. On the back, you have 3 traditional Edison plugs and a very nice length of cable. I really do like the zip tie or the Velcro cable manager here, which makes it really nice. Now there is no power switch on this. This isn't a power strip. You can't flip it to turn it off. There's a button on the front here. Here that looks like a button that is not. Doesn't do anything. I point that out because it fools me. It fools a lot of people who use this. But with this, you basically just plug in your devices. If you want to turn them off, you unplug them or turn those devices off. Does have a built-in surge protector with it, which is a nice addition. Let's take a look at everything that came with this so I can break down the pros and cons of it and give you a few important things. Starting off with, it's 100 watts in total, which means if you plug in a single device into the USB-C, it will be able to max charge a 100 watt laptop. I have a Yoga 100 watt USB-C laptop from Lenovo, and it did successfully fully charge that as expected. The problem is, as soon as you do that, if you plug anything else into the other USB-Cs, you're slowing down your charging and not going to be able to charge as fast. Now the plugs on the back do not go towards that 100 watt. If you plug a device into the Edison plugs on the back of this, like a traditional power strip, you can get whatever max out of that as you expect. The 100 watts divided between the 4 USBs in the front, the 2 USB-Cs, and the 2 regular USBs. Now that is still enough to max charge 2 iPhone 15s, 2 Pixel 8 Pros and the like through the USB-Cs on the front. You can also max charge things like tablets, Nintendo Switches, and more through this without problems. This is a very nice little charging station. Now, I got this to be used next to my bed, which is great. You can also use this in office, living rooms, wherever. Having this be 100 watts, I think is really great. The older ones at lower wattages, if you used all the ports, you couldn't max charge. This can successfully max charge both my phones and max charge Nintendo Switch, for example, through this. That really makes a big improvement over older versions of this and may be worth the extra amount of money. Even if you don't intend to use this for a laptop, I would recommend buying this versus the cheaper, smaller, older ones because newer phone models are using higher and higher wattages. Now, going up to 30 watts for it is very common. What exactly is wattages? Why is that important? Well, think of a wattage like the size of your garden hose. A garden hose will fill a pool. It'll just take a very long time. A fire hose, a bigger hose, will fill a lot faster. Wattage is like that. The higher the wattage, the bigger the hose, the more power it's shoving down to you for you to be able to charge your devices through that very easily. Overall, 2 thumbs up on this. I like the higher wattage this offers. I like the quality of it. Everything worked as it should. We had no issues with it at any time. So I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up for being an excellently designed, easy to use device. Again though, start thinking about higher wattages. That way, if you buy, for example, something that's only 20 watts now, it may be fine for your phone, but when you get that new iPhone or that new Android, it's very likely that that device no longer will be powerful enough. I recommend a minimum of 30 watts per USB port nowadays to be able to USB-C port to make sure you're max charging most phones on the market today. Well, that's it for today. You can find a link to this in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. If you like what we did here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We'll really appreciate it.